You know the phrase once in a blue moon, right? We all do. But what if I told you the definition we all think we know is actually based on a total mistake? The real story is this amazing mix of old folklore, a simple misunderstanding, and how that mix-up became a fact. Let's dive in.
All right, so first things first. If we're going to unravel this mystery, you're probably wondering, when can we actually see the next one?
There it is, May 31st, 2026. Go ahead and put that in your calendar. That's the next time we'll get what most people call a blue moon.
But here's the kicker. The whole reason we call that date a blue moon is because of that mistake I mentioned. And trust me, the real story is so much more interesting. Okay, to really get this, we've got to go back, way back. For centuries, the full moon wasn't just a dot on a calendar. Each one had its own name, its own personality.
Cultures from Native American tribes to colonial Americans had this figured out. They named the moons to keep track of the seasons. You know, the wolf moon in the dead of winter, the flower moon when spring was in full swing, the corn moon when it was time for harvest. It gave the year a rhythm. And here's the thing to remember. There were 12 names for 12 full moons.
So, if you've got 12 names for 12 moons, what in the world happens when a 13th one shows up in a year? Well, that question leads us right to the definition of a blue moon that almost everybody knows today. This is the one, right? The one we've all heard? A blue moon is the second full moon that happens in the same calendar month. It kind of makes sense, too. The moon cycle is about 29.5 days, and since our months are a little longer, every once in a while you're going to squeeze 2 in there. It happens roughly every 2 to 3 years.
And this is exactly what's happening in May of 2026. There's going to be a full moon on May 1st and then another one on May 31st. Simple, right? Well, this is where our story takes a little detour. Because it turns out that this simple, neat, and tidy definition is, well, the result of a big historical oops.
I'm serious. The whole idea of a blue moon being the second full moon in a month is an accident, a mistake that pretty much went viral long before the internet was even a thing. To understand how the mistake happened, you have to know what blue moon originally meant. For hundreds of years, it had nothing to do with calendars. It was just a saying, like in this old text from 1528. It meant something was completely absurd, impossible. It was basically the 16th century version of saying, when pigs fly. It just meant never.
So the first time blue moon ever got tied to the calendar was in the Maine Farmer's Almanac back in 1937. But their definition was way different and honestly pretty clever. They called a blue moon the third full moon in a season that happened to have 4 full moons instead of the usual 3. This was their trick to keep the traditional moon names lined up correctly with the solstices and equinoxes. So, how did we get from that kind of complicated seasonal rule to the simple monthly one we all use now? And what about a moon that is literally blue? Let's clear all this up.
The mistake spread like wildfire. It started in 1946. An amateur astronomer writing for Sky and Telescope magazine just flat out misinterpreted the almanac's complex rule and wrote that a blue moon was the second in a month. It was simple, it was catchy, and it stuck. Then a radio show picked it up in 1980. And the final nail in the coffin? 1986. It became a question in Trivial Pursuit. And, just like that, a modern myth was born.
So let's just lay it all out. On one side, you have the popular mistake definition, second full moon in a month. The next one is that May 2026 date. On the other side, you have the original seasonal definition, the third of 4 full moons in a season. The next one of those is actually a year later in May 2027.
But then there's the third type of blue moon. And this is the one that brings it all full circle, back to that original meaning of a rare, unbelievable event. This is when the moon actually looks blue. It has nothing to do with the calendar. It's a trick of the atmosphere. When you get smoke or ash particles of a very specific size in the air, usually from a massive volcanic eruption like Krakatoa or huge forest fires, they scatter red light, which makes the moon look an eerie blue to us down here. Now that is a rare blue moon.
So now that we're all experts on the 3 meanings of blue moon, let's get back to 2026 and what you can actually see for yourself in the night sky. Here are the highlights for 2026. Yeah, we've got our famous blue moon in May, but check it out. We also get 3 supermoons, which is when the moon looks its absolute biggest and brightest. And in March, there's a total lunar eclipse. It's going to be a really good year for looking up.
When you think about it, the story of the blue moon is really the perfect example of how science and culture can get all tangled up, creating brand new folklore right in front of our own eyes.
And that's really the main takeaway here. The blue moon we all talk about isn't some ancient tradition passed down for ages. It's exactly what this says, modern American folklore. It's a story we basically invented in the 20th century, all because of a simple mistake that was just too good a story to correct.
Which leaves us with one last thing to think about. The story of the blue moon shows just how easily a misunderstanding can become a fact that everybody just accepts. It really makes you wonder, how many other things that we think we know are just fascinating mistakes waiting to be rediscovered?